This is a quick demo and tutorial of OrigaMIDI. OrigaMIDI is a MIDI controller app that lets you use printed pictures as faders and triggers. Go through the setup steps to control an Ableton Live set. If you want to follow this tutorial, you will need OrigaMIDI installed on your iOS device, Ableton Live installed on your Mac, a working printer, and a well-lit and flat surface. First, launch the app on the iOS device. Then, go to Audio MIDI Setup. Double-click on the network icon. Under My Sessions panel, click the plus button and enable the checkbox for the new session. Right under it, you will see the directory panel, where you should find the name of your iOS device. Highlight it and click Connect. Now that you're all set up to stream MIDI over Wi-Fi, let's take a look at how to print your controllers. First, go to origamidi.com/markers and print at least the ORIS and the first pair of markers titled Set A. Cut along the dotted lines and make folds along the solid ones inward. Then tuck the white surface inside the remaining one to make a prism. Do this for the ORIS and the demo marker. At this point, you are ready to map your MIDI controller to your live set. In this demo, we will use Ableton Live, but the concepts will apply to any software that can use MIDI input. First, point and secure the camera of your device to see the marker and the ORIS. In Live, open Preferences, go into MIDI Settings, and make sure that your network session is receiving remote messages. OrigaMIDI starts out in mapping mode. You know that you're in it when you see a menu to the left. To get in and out of mapping mode, double tap. Make sure you're first in mapping mode in OrigaMIDI, then go into mapping mode in Ableton, and select an on-off button you wish to control. In OrigaMIDI, tap on the face of the marker that isn't the ORIS. You will see that the button in Ableton is now mapped to the marker. Now every time this comes into the view of the camera, this button will be triggered. Back in Ableton, select the fader that we will map. In OrigaMIDI, you will see spheres floating out in two directions, up and toward the camera. Touch the one that is pointing toward. You should see a new mapping appear in Live. Exit the mapping mode, first in Ableton, then in OrigaMIDI, try moving the marker toward and away from the camera. The fader you have mapped should also move. When this comes into the view of the camera, the button will be triggered. This is it for the basic setup. You can change the MIDI controller numbers in OrigaMIDI, which will be saved between sessions. With some creative mapping, you can control very complex live arrangements with nothing but paper.